Hey guys, it's Ben,
And it's WhiskeyCalliko,
and welcome to.
the Hooligans Podcast.
Yeah, guys, so we got Whiskey Calico on again. We were
Again,
supposed
round two.
we were supposed to have someone else on. You might notice that we don't have Fenton on today, but he's been really busy with, work. He had exams recently, actually, and he's in a culinary class, so it's been keeping him busy. So hopefully he'll be on a future episode, but for this episode, it's just going to be me and Whiskey, and then hopefully a third guest if they actually decide to wake up. So
Yeah, if he decides to get his ass out of bed,
yeah,
um,
he has a terrible sleep schedule.
it's
Anyways,
kind of concerning. But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah, last time we had Whiskey on, there was a lot more we could have talked about, but we had to cut it short. So
yeah,
we're gonna continue the conversation basically.
we'll chat about it. Well, first, what have you been up to since?
Yeah. So what have I been up to since is I've actually started streaming. Like the person
Hell yeah.
here. I've streamed so far just 3 times. I've been just streaming Marvel Rivals so far, and the first time my mic wasn't working because on OBS I didn't have everything on the same audio track. Which on for streaming on OBS for some reason you have to have everything on the same
No, you
on
fucking
audio
don't.
track.
What do you mean?
Well, it wasn't working. It wasn't
Dude,
working
in
until I
my
had them all on
OBS,
audio track one.
let me
It literally
pull.
wasn't working.
Let me pull my OBS open, and I will count how many I have in my streaming and recording tabs. I'll
For
fucking count that shit so you can see.
what I'm saying is for streaming, everything has to be on like the number one, um, like track. For recording, I can have multiple, but for some reason when I'm streaming, it didn't let me. So it fixed itself when I put it on one. So that's what I think was the problem.
What the fuck are you on about, dog?
Well, after this, I can just show you. But anyways, the second stream I did, my audio was way too quiet on my mic because I like turned it down too low. And then the third stream, it actually went well. However, there's this chatter who went into my third stream, my first ever actual Twitch viewer, and
Oh,
they left a little comment, and they said like they wanted to make me some artwork and stuff. So I hit
oh,
them
that
up.
was the one in your Twitch thing. Yeah, those are
Yeah,
fucking. Those are usual scams.
yeah.
Yeah, in my audio mixer and Twitch, on my audio mixer for my regular,
Hmm.
I have Discord, desktop audio for some reason is not mute. That's supposed to be muted. Then I have my follow alert. Then I have gaming. Then I have my mic. Then I have opera. Then I have So I've got a lot. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 audio tracks that are all enabled, disabled, whatever, what have you. And I mean, they all function just fine. I don't know what you're on about. In the audio mixer itself, you should be able to run that.
Yeah, I don't know. We can go over that in a bit though. But to
Yeah,
continue
we'll,
what I
we'll
was
go over
saying
that.
is they
Sorry.
went they came to me on Discord. I was still midstream. I was still playing Marvel Rivals, so I wasn't responding too quickly. And they ended up getting me a quote for a whole like bunch of stuff for Twitch for like, you know, the layout of Twitch and a webcam border, some panels, custom alerts, and so on. And they ended up like giving me a quote for like 125 bucks, and I was like, at first I was like no, because I didn't trust them, and the work I saw it wasn't incredible, you know, and I didn't really look into it too deep because they sent me their Instagram, their business Instagram, and I actually don't have Instagram, so I couldn't really look at it that intensively. So
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm
all
gonna
right,
see
whatever.
what that noise is.
I gave them a $50 like before so they can start working on it without knowing that I'll just like rip them off. So there's a little bit of trust system there. And I'm not trying to call them out or anything because they might be legit, you know. And I went on a call with my buddy Matthew and Ryan. They've been on the podcast before, and we were looking over their Instagram because they actually have Instagram. And I want to show you guys this one of their artwork right here. Let me turn on this share button here. I'll just do entire screen. So this is one of their pieces. They made a
Hold on.
they made a Pokemon like logo for somebody. And just look look at the face, dude. Like I'm not trying to be an asshole, but this looks bad. Like
It,
this looks
that's
bad.
that is so obviously just a bunch of different fucking PNGs
I
stuck
know,
together.
I know, and I
That's
literally
terrible.
I brought it up to them and I was like, "Hey, is this AI?" Because look at the hand. The hand, like the Pokemon ball, is fading out, and on the hat, it looks kind of weird with that circle.
Yeah, no,
And
again, that's from the game. They just turned down the opacity of the Pokeball, and then they
yeah,
just fucking strapped a face onto there.
yeah, dude. So I was like, dude. I mean, I brought this up to him, sent him a picture, and I was like, "Yeah, so this doesn't look like you drew this Pikachu. This looks like you just got a PNG and you put it here." So
Yeah.
I brought that up to them, and they were like, "No, it's just a popular character, so it looks like every other time of it." And I was like,
No, no,
"I don't know."
no, dude. They're lying to you. That's
No,
no, that's
dude, that's
bullshit.
what I thought.
It's low quality work, and it's just
It is low quality. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's something that would be worth that much. And then here's one of their drawings they were showing me. This actually made me, it calmed me down a little bit because they showed me an
okay.
actual
Google
drawing
reverse
they
image
did.
search that right now. Screenshot it, reverse image search it.
I already did that yesterday. It's not AI. I was on call with everyone, and then this is
No,
the
no,
actual
no. I mean,
final like product of that.
reverse image search the knight, the line art. Reverse image search that.
Well, they literally showed me the final product of it. I don't think they.
Yeah, no, you can look at the visor. The visor is completely fucking different.
I mean, a little bit here.
Reverse image, like I said.
How do you
Just do it.
reverse image search?
You can save image as. I'd say just screenshot it.
I'll just see.
Oh, search with Google Lens. Never mind. Stop. Search with Google Lens right there. And we'll see.
I don't see anything that's the same as this. This is different. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they made this themselves, and that's
Hold on,
what
go
got.
up. I saw something very similar, concerningly similar. Right there, page 3, night drawing, whatever the fuck.
That's
Never mind,
definitely
that is different.
that is definitely different. So that made me think like, hey, maybe they're legit, and maybe their work just isn't that incredible. So, as I said, I'm not gonna say their name. I don't want to flame them because they might be legit. They haven't done my drawing
Yeah.
yet, and let me actually give you my description I gave them. Here, I'll
Yo,
stop sharing my screen.
stop your stream. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So I want
So low
a
quality.
for the banner anyway. I want a picture of me, like with Guts' greatsword, the Dragon Slayer, and I want it like I'll be in a like a crouched down position, like kind of praying, kind of I don't know, and the sword is in like my hand or something. And I want the eclipse going on in the background, like same from Berserk, and the God hand there in the background, and blood up to my ankles a little bit because I think that'd be a pretty cool thing. So
That's the quality of your webcam for me right now.
it's not that bad for me. It looks fine on my end,
It's
but
for me. It's all sorts of grainy, but I
it's a
mean,
pretty
a
cool
product.
concept, I thought, and
It is.
I hope
It's
they
not
actually do it decently well, and it doesn't look like like what I showed you that Pokemon one.
They're
I'm
just
really
gonna fucking
hoping
take your face and slap it on.
slap it on Guts.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible, dude. I would not pay him. I would not pay them the other $75 if it looks like shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna
You only
get
paid him
Matthew to make
50?
me one. I already gave them 50. Yeah, that's the thing that sucks. I'm already
Dude.
down 50.
Has Spencer been on the podcast yet?
Yeah, yeah. Spencer has been on the podcast before.
Yeah, just have him make you something.
I'd rather get Matthew because Matthew's actually made stuff for me before, and I like his art style
That's
more than
fair.
Spencer's, to be honest.
That's valid.
But yeah, that's what's new with me, possibly getting scammed. On the next episode, I'll actually let you know if it turns out to look like shit, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. But
On the next episode of the Hooligans podcast, we're gonna go over the shit ass art commission.
yeah. So Whiskey, how about
Actually,
you?
shit-ass art commission.
What's been new with you since
Shit,
last
man.
time you've been on?
Not much, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. Not a lot is new. I've been just kind of hanging out at home, trying to, find my own way, and that's not been working, so I've been applying for jobs so I don't lose my house.
Yeah. And you've been doing some commissions, right, for 3D printing?
Yes, I'm doing 3D print commissions right now, actually for Spencer.
Oh, sweet. What are you
Yeah,
making, Spencer? I didn't know that you were making something for Spencer.
We will discuss it after, because it's...
Oh, it's a
something
personal?
that,
Is he getting like does he want you to make him a dildo or something?
No,
Okay.
no, nothing like that. It's just, I don't know if he's mentioned
Comfortable.
it, and I don't know if he
Yeah.
wants it, associated with him currently at the moment, so...
Yeah, no worries.
Did
But
he show his face
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
podcast? Yeah, he's probably not going to want us associated with that, so...
Yeah, he showed his face on the podcast. I think I actually know exactly what you're 3D printing him because I just thought about something.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
That is exactly what I thought.
That's printing right now. I actually realized I looked in my truck, or not in my truck. I first looked in my truck, but I was like, man, I'm running out of filament. Where the fuck is filament at? So I looked in my truck and it wasn't in there, and I went, oh wait, I put it in my filing cabinet when I moved down here. So I look in my fucking basement, and I've got like 3 kilograms of 3D printer filament just sitting in a fucking filing cabinet in my basement.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So it's all up here in my room now, and
That's good.
but yeah, no, I had like 2 entire spools, a half spool, another half spool. I had a lot just sitting down there that I forgot to bring up the first time.
Yeah.
So right now we're printing with one of those spools. It's an OD green, so like olive drab, like military type thing, if you know what that is.
I'm not really sure about that, but
Look up OD green. Just look up the color OD green.
OD green.
Like,
oh yeah, that's like a military kind of green color.
yeah,
looks
OD
like.
green. It's not FDE, but yeah, no, it's a nice color.
Yeah.
I found it and I went, oh shit, yeah, I need this because I needed something to do brake calipers with because I didn't have a brake caliper tool.
Mhm.
So I 3D printed a brake caliper tool, and I will send you a picture to put on screen right here.
You
But
can share it on screen if you want to.
No, because my camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can just share it to me. I'll put it on
Yeah,
screen.
I'll send it to you so you can show it on screen, but it is a, fully functional, it's got fucking 2 different length screws, it's got a piece that you put against the back of the brake caliper, then you put your end on, and then you compress the piston, and it screws it right in, threads right in, and it fucking works. And it's
Sweet,
all,
man.
it's all reinforced as well.
Yeah.
It's got, ribbing inside to reinforce it, so it won't, crunch when doing what it's doing.
Yep.
So, sorry, I keep looking over there at my 3D printer, making sure it's all going good.
Yeah, so do you have any limitations on what you can make, you think? If someone wanted you to make something, is there things you would say no to? Or
Anything illegal.
yeah, that's a
So,
good good place to draw the line.
I'm not gonna make a fucking Glock frame or anything like that, obviously, because that's not legal.
Yeah,
But
for
I
sure.
could, or a suppressor or anything like that. But if somebody gun stuff, if somebody asked me to make or a lower receiver or anything, I won't do. But if somebody said yo, can you make a sight, iron sights? I'll make that. If they said, hey, can you make me a magazine well extension? I'll make that. If
Yeah.
they say, can you make me a magazine extension? I'll make that, unless they're in California. But because California gun laws are fucking stupid. I don't agree with them.
Yeah, definitely, dude. There's a lot
But,
of things in California, that are
Yeah,
weird.
California's... I'm not a massive fan of California.
Yeah, me either.
But yeah, you can 3D print, pretty much anything. You wouldn't think, oh, you can 3D print fully a fucking automotive tool.
Is it durable as well?
Dude, I could throw this shit Mach fuck at the cement outside and it'd be fine.
Okay. Well,
The walls are thick. It's a really robust thing.
if
It looks
anyone
like something
wants,
you would find in the military.
if anyone would want a commission from you, where can they like reach out to you for a commission?
You can reach out to me either on the Discord in the cellar,
Yeah.
on my Twitter at x.com/WhiskeyCalliko, or my email, whiskeycvoice@gmail.com.
Okay. And I'll have all those in the description of the podcast if anyone's interested in any commissions, so they can reach out to you.
All right,
So,
yeah. And I will personally respond.
yeah.
Because, I don't have a fucking manager or anything like that, because I don't need a manager, because I'm chill like that.
Well, you're not, you don't really need a manager quite yet. When
That's
you
what I'm
start
saying.
getting bigger and you need like brand deals and such, and you're busier, then yeah, then you will need a manager eventually.
If I get to that point.
I'm
I
sure you
hope
will.
so. I
Well,
hope so.
this is something else we can talk about. Like, how's your growth been going since last time?
Oh,
For
yeah, that's
streaming.
true. So, since I lost internet, because my roommate moved out and I
Yeah.
didn't have internet. So, since I've lost internet and come back with internet, I've learned valuable things about life, for one. And for two, all of the progress and all of the momentum and everything that I had for growth went away. Like, it fucking
Dude,
immediately.
that sucks, dude.
So I couldn't be consistent. I couldn't, stream. I couldn't do anything like that. I was posting on my Twitter, but that was the only thing that I could do. And that was kind of rough. But now that I'm back, I'm doing this again, I'm streaming again. It's actually not bad. I've gone from, I think I had like 65-ish, and in the past 2 weeks, well, week and a half-ish, that I've been doing this, like consistently, because I stream. I'm actually going to start doing streams as opposed to doing them 5 p.m. EST. We're going 6 p.m. EST, twitch.tv/WhiskeyCalliko. But,
Little plug there. I mean, it's gonna be in the description anyways, so.
yeah, and I stream, usually it is Monday, Tuesday, and let me check my schedule here, because I forgot what it is. Once I get into it and actually doing this, I will do it. Okay, usually I go Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. EST.
Yeah.
And then Friday at 8 p.m. EST.
Yeah, and
So,
you guys might have something to look forward to. Me and Whiskey might stream together at some point. Just to have
Right.
that out there. Like Hell Divers, I'm pretty sure you wanted to stream
Helldivers
together at
too.
some point. So I'd be down
Yeah.
to stream some Hell Divers or something.
yeah, the only issue is I was not consistent this week because I was not smart. So for my Tuesday stream, I had to reschedule it for Wednesday because I had to go out and do something to make money. And then yesterday, I had to reschedule it again to today because I forgot to sleep.
How do you forget to sleep? What were you
know.
doing?
I was just playing Helldivers, dude. I got
Oh,
on
shit.
at like 8
Okay.
p.m. I got home, I got on, I was playing, I was fucking grinding, and I didn't realize it was noon the next day.
Dude, shit happens,
So,
man. On the grind
I-
set.
Yeah, I didn't have the energy to stream, and I let people know in my Discord. So I'm actually going live at the time of recording. I am going live in 3.5 hours.
Yeah, this is probably not gonna be up before that.
Oh,
so-
no. I'm not expecting you to be like, oh, you need to do it now, immediately. You
Yeah.
get that shit in 5 minutes.
Yeah, but
Like, no.
just so you guys know, like his schedule going forward, you can tune in. So that's
Yeah,
good.
schedule going forward is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Saturday are usually going to be at 6 p.m. EST. Friday is probably going to be at 8 p.m. EST.
Yeah.
And Friday, because it's the end of the week, I am this week starting Stardew Valley.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
So it's going to be a really nice, chill, end of the week stream. And then immediately after, we're doing a complete fucking 180. Saturday, I'm doing Hightail. So we're going complete 180 on that.
Yeah. And
But-
I don't really have a stream schedule quite yet. I'm still pretty new to the space, but I'm working on
you
my
just
own
gotta-
server and getting in the rhythm of things, before I figure
You just
out
gotta-
the schedule.
Ultimately, you just gotta kind of find out, like, when you can do it, what works for you, what times work for you, what you can do during that time, and, go from there.
Yeah, for sure.
But for me, it's, 6 p.m., I also went, ooh, algorithm, let me look at this a little bit. So I analyzed the algorithm a little bit. And 6 p.m. EST, 6 p.m. EST, really good time to start, right? Because everybody's just getting off of work, they want something to chill out to, kind of relax.
Yep.
That's going to be your best time to get discovered. Or, you know, between 8 and 10, usually if you start on the hour, it'll be a lot better for discoverability than if you start, you know, like at 05 or 07 or 35 or whatever the fuck. Because if you start on the hour, then it picks you up in the algorithm as being consistently on time. And that's what's important. Consistency.
Yeah, consistency. That's something I gotta work on because I've just been streaming just like whenever I felt like it. You know, I haven't really been no rhyme or reason at the moment.
You can't do that, man. You can't.
Yeah.
Coming from somebody that's working on it, and that is with consistency, because I've streamed my first week back. First week back, not November. It's January 18th. First week back, 5 p.m., 5 p.m., 5 p.m. Then this week, 6 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's pretty consistent.
So, it's all about having consistency, and it's all about, like, being, specifically on the days, too. You want to set specific stream days.
Yeah, for sure.
That you can do that. A lot of it's just the time. A lot of it's just you have to be, like, you go live this time of day, and this is the demographic that you will apply to if you do that.
Yeah.
You can also, for, like if you want to stream and, like, have kids watch you or something, stream and upload at 3 p.m., 4 p.m.-ish. But, you know, I don't have kids in my audience. I don't let them in. So I stream. Yeah, if I find out somebody's under the age of 18, they're getting fucking nuked, dude. They're getting blasted.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty harsh. Well, yeah.
I can't have that in my audience with what I do, because, I mean...
That's true.
I'm a very adult-oriented person, right?
Yeah.
Fault the logic.
Yeah, well...
What you hear me messing with in the background is actually that 3D printed brake compression tool. It's a really fun fidget toy.
Okay. Well, I haven't really had much analytics to analyze yet for streaming, obviously, because I've only streamed 3 times, but I've been making a lot of YouTube content as well, which is something I was going to touch on, because I've been making a lot of videos, a lot of Marvel Rival videos, mostly, some tier lists, Kingsman drama. I made even a video about some TikTok prankster. And I've been clipping it all, obviously, because that's the best way to get discovered. So I've discovered my best time for peak audience is 3 to 4 p.m. 3 to 4 p.m. is the best peak time for my audience. And
you have a lot of kids watching your shit. That's what that tells me.
Yeah, there's like 50% is like 14 to 17 or 13 to 17 or something. So
Yeah.
and it's fine. I keep my stuff PG, you know. I try to keep it
Very
PG.
much don't.
Because I want everyone to be able to watch my content, you know, and even on the podcast, you know, if it depends on the guest. If there's a guest who wants to, you know, have more adulterated content, then I'll mark it explicit. If not, you know, it's fine. It's fine for anyone to listen to. So
Yeah, because as you know, I'm very much sorry. I had to check my 3D printer because one of the supports just came flying off. It's already
you're
past
good.
needing that support though, so we're good. We're fine.
You're good. And I actually had one of my clips like blow up just the other day. I had a clip on TikTok, which usually my TikTok clips do much worse than YouTube. I had a TikTok clip about the Kingsman drama, like 3,500 views or something, like in a day, and I was like,
Holy
"Holy crap!"
shit!
Yeah, dude, it's good. It was good.
Dude, you gotta start clipping the podcast and putting that shit. What you?
No, I have been. I have been. I just literally haven't made a podcast episode in like a month and a half because Fenton hasn't been able to record. And then during winter break, I was just kind of, I don't know. I just didn't do anything with the podcast when I should have.
Here's, for somebody that doesn't make videos, advice from somebody that makes no videos to somebody that makes a lot of videos. From what I've seen and heard, really good thing to do if you know you're not going to be uploading for a while. Record.
Oh, that's literally what I
set it to upload.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about that
Record in
too.
batches. And
So
then upload it as it goes.
for like a video, like the most recent one I made is the strategist tier list for every character in Marvel Rivals. I will
Okay.
I'll do 2 clips a day, and I'll schedule it all in a day. So throughout the week, I'll get 2 videos, 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. And it does a lot better than if I were to put them all out right when I finished it, which would probably be like
Yeah.
8, 9 p.m. And then like one of them will get a lot of views, the rest will get like zero. So if you space
Yeah.
out your uploads, it definitely increases views. So that is some good advice
It's
as well.
it's not even spacing it out, honestly. It's just have that content that you
Yeah.
because you're posting it. Not only are you spacing it out, but you're posting it consistently.
Yeah, it is
Like you're posting it
consistent. My
on
clips are very consistent. Yeah.
you're posting it on specific days at a specific time. And that is going to help with discoverability because the algorithm goes, "Oh, this guy is serious." And then you go from there.
Yeah, ever since YouTube like verified me that I was like a real human, I've been getting like a lot better views, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. Because
That's
it
going to
actually
help with the
recommends me
algorithm
more
too.
now. So that's nice.
Yes, because I mean AI slop is fucking
Yeah.
overwhelming the content spaces.
Well, for right now, for like YouTube in general, like 1 or 2 videos a week is like typically what I go for, and then clips like every day is usually what I go for as well. And if I'm gonna
Yeah.
start streaming, that'll make it pretty easy to make videos because I can just clip a little segment of the stream and make it a video. Like that's what a lot of streamers do, and then you can obviously make clips as well from streams. So that'll make it pretty
Yeah,
easy.
I need to find an editor. Hey, if anybody in the comments here is an editor, a video editor, I need one.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, I
then I would
guess.
actually be able to
Yeah.
record, and then I would be able to, send it, edit it, upload it, whatever. Because I can't edit for shit. It's
Speaking,
it's terrible.
spe- speaking of like editors, the person who was supposed to be here used to be your editor, but
No,
they stopped being your editor.
it was never official.
It was never official, but they
I
did it
said I
for
would
you.
talk to him about it. He
Yeah.
edited 2 clips from my streams, and that was it. Those are the only 2 shorts that I have up.
So did you not like send him anything else after that, or
No,
what?
because we talked about pricing, and I cannot currently afford that. So
Oh, he was trying to charge you for it. That's
that's
fair
I'm not
enough.
even saying that's not reasonable. No, I offered
No,
to
it's
pay
it
him.
it is
I offered
reasonable.
to pay him.
Because I also, this person, I don't know if he wants us to say his name, so I'm not going to. He did a clip for me as well, and I did pay him like $20 or something, for like a little clip. So it wasn't like
Yeah.
nothing crazy, but
Oh shit, that reminds me. I have somebody in mind that I would like to be an editor for me. I just gotta find his thing here. Where is it?
for me, for me right now, I do enjoy editing my own stuff, but editing is it's not difficult, but it's very, very time consuming. Like it takes so much time because you just got to go back and
Yeah.
forth and make sure it sounds good. And that's the thing that bothers me the most is recording the video is like an eighth of the time it takes to edit it. Like if you have a 30-minute video, it's gonna take at least like an hour and a half, 2 hours to just edit everything, depending on how intensively you want to edit the video. But
Yeah.
I like editing my own videos just because I have a style and I know exactly what I want out, right? So if I have someone else do it, they're obviously not going to do it exactly how I would want it. So since I already know how to edit, I am self-taught, by the way. I'm not learning it in college or anything.
Yeah.
Um, I just like doing it myself. I just like doing it myself. It is fun. It is fun to some degree, but it's just very time consuming editing
Yeah.
is.
I actually found this guy who might actually become my editor. I found him in another Discord server that I was in. We were playing Helldivers, and I saw that he was in. He joined our squadron, and then we were diving bots. So we were in the middle of I think a level 6 mission
Yeah.
on bots, and we were playing, and I was like, oh shit, it's this guy, and he edits for like the people that on the Discord that I was in. That I'm a fan of him. I enjoy watching him, and so I was like, yo, what's your commission pricing? And he told me, and I forgot. So I just had to DM him and be like, hey, could you shoot me some quotes for it?
Yeah. Is it like reasonable?
Yeah, no, it was really reasonable. It actually stretch. It wasn't bad at all. Sorry about
That's
that.
good.
I had to stretch.
Well, something I think we should give like people who are listening to this episode, like I think we should give them some advice on like if they're starting out with making content, you know, if they
Yes.
wanted to start their own podcast, if they wanted to start streaming, like what should they do?
Okay.
What do you think?
So
For streaming
if
on
you're-
your part. I'll talk about
if you're
videos.
Going, yeah. You do videos, I do streaming, because I probably have more experience in streaming.
You
than
definitely
do.
have more experience than me.
So, I stream on both YouTube and Twitch, both of which were linked in the description of last podcast. But I stream on YouTube and on Twitch. My advice is put your content filters on, make good titles for your streams, like kind of come up with something creative. Like my most recent stream titles, they're not entirely creative, but they get the point across. Right? You want to like tell your community what you're doing and kind of get them excited a little bit. So we've got for my first stream back, we have, you know the drill, bring it to the clankers, Helldivers 2.
Yeah,
Then
it's a
we
good
have
title.
more waifu and story grinding, Wuthering Waves. Then we have fixing my busted PC, because my PC was busted and I needed to fix it. Which actually, I was going to switch it over to the other case that Spencer sold me a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I tried to, I pulled the cooler off, and I looked at the CPU, and it was like 3 generations older than what he told me it was.
Oh, dang.
He told me it was a Ryzen 5 5600X. It was a fucking Ryzen 5 2600.
Oh, no. That is a
Not
big jump. Yeah.
Not good. So after that, we had more bot grinding for super credits, Helldivers 2, and that was my most recent one.
Okay.
So it's all about getting the point of what you're streaming across.
So the title.
Right?
Yeah.
Definitely make engaging titles.
Low ads too,
Then-
right? Have low ads when you're starting
Oh
for more
yeah,
discoverability.
you're actually not going to be able to run ads when you're first starting.
Okay, well that's kind of beneficial then, because pre-rolls is what usually throws people off, at least on Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch streaming.
Yeah, on Twitch, pre-rolls fucking kill you.
They do. Dude.
Pre-rolls
It's a
will
big problem
fucking
on Twitch.
kill you. I personally wait through the pre-rolls because I want to at least give whoever it is a chance. I want to at least give them a shot. Be like, all right, yeah, we'll see how the content looks, you know. But sorry, I have to scratch my nose.
But most people don't do that. They see pre-rolls and they click off. So
Yeah, I don't have like if I go into my Twitch creator dashboard, here's a look into the mind of WhiskeyCalliko. My creator dashboard, monetization, ads. All right, ads manager. Oh no, maybe that's fucking why.
what is it?
Yeah, pre-roll ads fully disabled. Okay, cool. So, I have my ads. I have 3 minutes per hour because I don't want to do a minute and a half every half hour. So I have 3 minutes per hour.
Yeah.
That's I make a little bit of ad revenue. I don't make too much. Ad length and frequency automatic. To have ads manager adjust ad length frequency based on available ad demand and time of year. So the right here, ad length and frequency. I have never mind. I only have 3 minutes, and it's running it 1.5 minute every 30 minutes. That's what that's running. I thought it was 3 every hour, but
Okay.
because if I just shut that off, nope, same thing. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh. Yeah, so you can, let me actually, y'all are gonna fucking be pissed. I'm gonna share my screen. They're gonna see all my tabs and they're gonna get salty as shit. But
That's
so I'm
good.
gonna share my screen.
It's for the people getting into streaming, you know. Got to give them some
Yes.
advice.
So this is what your ads manager is going to look like. Ignore the tabs. This is what your ads manager is going to look like. You're going to have all of your manage and automatically schedule video ads. You know, that's what I have right here. I didn't have to watch a tutorial because it's easy as fuck. You just turn that on. Ad minutes per hour. 3 minutes of ads per hour. Potential revenue increase, that would be set to 5. But I don't care about that. So, 3 minutes every hour. That's a really good number. 55% rev share, not bad. Pre-rolls, fully disabled. If I shut this off, it enables pre-rolls. So I don't like pre-rolls at all.
Yeah, I don't think anyone does in the Twitch space.
Yeah,
you have a crap ton of tabs open, dude. Holy.
Shut up. Shut up. The minimum to disable pre-rolls is running 3 minutes of mid-rolls per hour. So that's why I'm running 3 minutes. I would run less if I could, but I can't. Because then you'll have pre-rolls.
Yep.
Then ad length and frequency, you can set it to manual. The ads manager adjusts length and frequency based on available ad demand and time of year. Help Twitch determine optimal settings to improve your ad rev and viewership. So usually I have that enabled to automatic. I just set it to manual so I could show you. You can run, like, you can move this slider, whatever, 2.5 every 50 minutes, 3 minute every 60, 2 every 40, 1.5 every 30. That's what I would like to do, but, I mean, it's gonna fuck up my viewership, so then you could do a 1 minute every 20, 0.5 every 10.
0.5 every 10 would be annoying, dude. Like every 10 minutes you got a 30-second ad.
I know. So you can run ad length and frequency, manual. I mean, that's not gonna change if I click when I click it. So. Oh my god, I didn't fucking realize I could manage my advanced settings. Alright, well, pre-roll ads. Disable pre-roll ads when I run ads. So I don't have them on. Apparently people fucking get it.
It's weird.
Still. Which, I don't know. But, yeah. Pre-roll notification. Enable them and be alerted when they're enabled or disabled. I don't need that, because I know they're disabled. Enable or on stream display ads. So that's like when your stream is still up here.
Yep.
The ones that play on the bottom. Down there. So that's what that is. And, yeah. So that's how you schedule ads once you get monetized on Twitch. Holy shit!
Alright, is there any other streaming advice you think for newcomers besides just ads and so on?
Schedule your ads, be consistent. Consistency is key, as I was saying. In the first 2 months, with consistency, because I wasn't very consistent. I'm not. Well, actually, hold on. Let me check what my stream schedule was, because I started getting a schedule in October. I started making a schedule in October. So, I didn't schedule specific times, but I had Monday I streamed, Wednesday I streamed, and Friday I streamed. Thursday, I think I did stream then. Then I started scheduling times. I did October 30th. I scheduled Sunday, no, Monday stream start about 6 to 6:30.
Yep.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, offline. Fridays, 6 to 6:30 between then is when I would start. And then Saturdays, time is determined. 10 a.m. noonish. Okay, so here's my revised schedule that when I was like grinding. Monday stream. Sundays off unless I decide otherwise. Tuesdays off, maybe some if I have the energy. Wednesdays stream, Thursday stream, Friday stream, Saturday stream. So I had 2 days off per fucking week.
Oh, wow.
And I was grinding it out. And I had start Monday noon, Wednesday noon, Thursday noon, Friday 2, Saturday 10 to noon.
I'd say like 4 days a week
So
would be like my max for
that's
me.
what I'm running right now. Yeah, no, and I ran those streams for 8 to 10 hours.
I actually remember when you
time.
were doing it that long. Yeah, that sounds grueling to say the least.
Dude, it was hellacious.
Yeah.
But I think that was after I got affiliate as well. So I was just like, let's grind it, let's go. But yeah.
Yeah, consistency,
So,
very important for YouTube as well, for anything in general. Consistency is always key.
yeah, you want to be able to do it. You start on time, and you go for a reasonable amount of time. Recently, after I got internet, more recently, I've been streaming for 4 to 5 hours a day, and that seems to be kind of the golden area because in 2 months, in my first 3 months of streaming, I got around 60 followers, and I got affiliate. I had consistent people watching my streams.
Yeah.
In the past 2 weeks, I've gained probably between 5 and 10 viewers after losing all of that momentum. In the past 2 weeks, week and a half, I have gained 5 followers, and I have 5 concurrent viewers.
Yeah,
So
that's
I've
another thing, like you were saying about streaming. Like, if you stop streaming for a week, you are gonna lose viewers. Like it's the same
the
thing with
algorithm's gonna
consistency.
stop picking you up.
Yeah, the algorithm will stop picking you up if you do not continue to consistently do it like every week. It it's the same thing like working out. Think of it like working out. If you skip a week, it really sets you back. So you got to
Yeah,
keep consistent. You got to keep consistent
skipping
for
a
sure.
week is gonna set you back a month.
Yeah, that's also what it
That's
is. And
kind of the same thing with streaming, with
yeah,
the algorithm, and with your momentum and your channel momentum and all of that. Stopping for a week is effectively going to set you back a month for the algorithm's eyes.
yep,
So if you can't stream for a day or two, that's fine. Reschedule. Stream that week. The algorithm picks up however many streams you're doing per week.
yep,
They check your timing. They make sure you're on time. It makes sure you're doing a consistent amount of streams per week, streaming at a relatively consistent time every day that you do it for. And it's honestly really complex. So let me open Microsoft Paint because I want to visualize
okay,
this.
yeah. Let's see it.
Dude, I
Let's see it.
fucking love Paint. That's what I made my starting soon and stuff. Also, I've got my second monitors over here to my left, so I'm looking at it over there. MS Paint. Wait for this to load. Alright, open Paint. Now, once this loads up. Also, today we're going to be streaming Arknight's Enfield, because I'm going to be trying that and seeing how that goes.
Yeah, hopefully that's fun. Like I said though, this episode is definitely gonna be out. Like, not gonna be out today, probably.
Yeah. So, where's my mouse? Right
All
there.
right.
We're going to go with bigger size. We got to go size up. Probably there. Yeah, I can see my mouse just fine now. So, we're going to go with this. So, say we're going to go text. So, you've got. This is the Twitch algorithm. You've got your week.
Yep.
Okay? So, say in the week that it, you know, goes down. Say you do 2 streams a week. Alright, and it gets a lot more complex after you do, like, more than that. So we're gonna go day 1, day 2. Now, on those things, you're going to have your streams. What the algorithm is going to look at is going to be, gonna go here. Oh wow, I can hear my 3D printer through your mic. That's fucking weird.
It wasn't that. My phone just went off.
Oh,
I would try
I
to
thought
do
it
an
was
disturb.
I got you. So, in a week, if you have this, it's going to go for your day 1 and day 2. Say you do 1 stream a week at 6 p.m., right?
Yep.
6 p.m., we'll say...
The 10 p.m. maybe?
Helldivers.
Oh, Helldivers? Okay. Do you not have
Yeah,
like an
I'm
end time?
just going to do this. I'm just going to do this kind of how I do my streams.
Okay.
And then day 2, say you stream, what do you want to say? 10 p.m. Stardew. So what it's going to look at here, and obviously the more streams you have, the more like days you have between them, it's going to look at different things. But what it's going to look for here, your week split into 2 days. Your days split into two things is what it's going to look at. So this is kind of how the algorithm is going to look at you, right?
Yep.
So it looks at two completely different things each stream. So it's going to look at what within the week as a whole. It's going to look at what days you stream. It's going to look at what time you stream at, and then it's going to look at what category you're streaming. So if you're playing Helldivers 2 at 6 p.m. like I do, it's going to look at that and go, okay, is he doing this consistently the same day every week? Right? Is he doing it at this time? Is he doing it this day? And then they're going to categorize, if it's not Helldivers, if you're playing something like Arc Raiders, it's going to categorize that as a third-person shooter. So it's just going to use that game category. And it's going to go, okay, is he... Like, after it goes to a game like this, it's going to look for the game category if it's not the same every time. If that's not the same every time, that's a precondition that you failed. 6 p.m., if you stream daily, at 6 p.m., or you stream, like, every day, like, say, like, Monday for me, I'm going to... Yeah, we'll say day 1, Monday. Day 2, Friday.
Okay.
We're just gonna give that, because these are my stream times for those days. So... It's going to look at this. Day 1, 6 p.m. Helldivers. There we go. So we've got Day 1, 6 p.m. Helldivers, Day 2, 8 p.m. Stardew. So these are two entirely different games, right? Entirely different games, entirely different times. So it's going to look at what time you're playing, or you're streaming. Yep. It's going to look at what category. If the category doesn't work, it's going to go to the subcategories of, like, your, first-person shooter, third-person shooter, sandbox, adventure, horror. Going to go through all of that, and it's going to take a look at everything there. So that's what this is. That's what that looks at. It's also going to look at this time. If this time and this time don't match, if your 6 and 8 p.m. don't match, like, if I did Day 2 at 6 p.m. Stardew as opposed to 8 p.m., it would look at that and say, okay, that's consistent. That's good. So right now, it's going to look at how far away apart these are. It's going to run your, it's going to look at how far apart these are. And then, if they're too far apart, it's going to go, okay, are they streaming, this consistently? And are they streaming this consistently? Are they in a similar category? Are they, they want to make sure you're doing at least something consistently. So, there are a lot of different things that go into the algorithm. You want to make sure you're streaming every week, you're streaming the same days, or, similar days or whatever. You're streaming at a specific time each day. If that day is different, then okay, cool. It will check to make sure you're streaming this game this day at this time. If you are, you've passed the first check. It's going to check if you're streaming this game at this time on this day. If you do, you've passed the second check. And, however many checks it has, it's all one check technically, but if you're consistent with that relatively, it will pass the check. First check is same days, then second check is going to be your times games on those days. And then, but after that, it's going to check, are you streaming at the same time every day? No. So if yes, increase recommendations. If no, then, look at similar games. If yes, do that. If no, then no. So because I'm streaming things that are similar, right? I'm not just streaming Helldivers, I'm not just streaming Stardew. Having some variety is also good, but having too much is bad. Like if I streamed, 6 p.m. Helldivers for this week, and then next week I jumped to, Welcome to the Game. It's going to be completely different, and it's not going to recommend me because I'm not doing anything somewhat consistent. The time is consistent, the day is consistent, but the category and the categorization of the game is not consistent. If I only play Helldivers, it will mark me heavily in the Helldivers category, and it will recommend me a lot from the Helldivers category.
Yeah.
But I won't, make it to the front page or anything like that. If you do just chatting consistently, and you have the viewers to be able to do that and not fucking go insane, then, you'll be completely fine. It's just everything else is what can hurt you. You have to be very careful how you're streaming, how long you're streaming, what you're streaming. It's honestly kind of a pain in the ass. But
Yeah, for sure.
after a while, you get used to it, and it just kind of becomes like second nature. So yeah, it's the algorithm checks, fucking like all of this shit. I'm not even lying. It'll check, like this and this. It'll check fucking this and this. It'll check this and this, 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 this and this. And it becomes a complicated web of things that it's checking. And it's... I mean, you're also gonna, run into it checking this. It's gonna cross-reference your 8 p.m. with your 6 p.m. as I put there. It's gonna cross-reference the 8 p.m. with Helldivers. It's gonna cross-reference the 6 p.m. with Helldivers. So it's going to cross-reference all of these things individually, and they all go into discoverability. If you're doing this consistently, it will, help you. If you're not, it won't do shit for you. So it compares and contrasts everything from every time that you stream automatically, and that's how you grow, is being consistent not only in your days and your times, but in what you stream. If you stream, like I said, I stream Stardew at 8 p.m. every Friday. Okay, if I'm streaming Stardew or any chill sandbox game, 8 p.m. every Friday, we're doing that. If I'm streaming, really in-depth first-person, third-person shooter every Monday, okay, we're doing that. As long as I'm consistent, and I, make sure I'm doing what I'm doing consistently, I'm going to have a lot more growth and a lot more discoverability than a lot of these other channels do. Because they don't look at these things. Or they look at these things, and it's, too different. Because another big thing is your niche. You want to find your niche. 6 p.m. I'm always streaming Helldivers 2 on Monday at 6 p.m., by the way. Tuesday, 6 p.m. is going to be... Gotcha. And then we're going to have Friday, 8 p.m., Stardew. And then Saturday, 6 p.m., other sandbox. So it's going to look at all of this. Now, people that watch, once you get a somewhat decent, repertoire for your specific style of streaming, what you want to do, this is what people are going to cross-reference. You're going to go, if, you're doing a bunch of Helldivers 2, they want to see this. Right? If you're doing a bunch of Stardew and they want something really chill, they're going to do this. Now, this viewer and this viewer are obviously going to be two very different people.
Yep.
Right? So, your Helldivers 2 person here is going to be a lot different than your Stardew person here, because they want to watch your big, in-depth, your adrenaline games. Stardew, they want to watch something chill, hang out, really calm type thing. And then this person might be different. The gacha person might be different than Stardew, might be the same. Might be different from Helldivers, might be the same. Depends on what game you're playing. Other sandbox is most likely going to be similar to Stardew, but it's going to... It's still going to be a different one, because I'm streaming Hytale on Saturday. this week. Next week it's probably going to be Minecraft, and then Terraria. So you want to have a good idea what you want to stream. You want to have different games for different people that want to see different things. And this, because of what I'm playing this week, I'm playing Arknight's Enfield for the first time ever, because, you know, it came out last week. But the people that watch my Helldivers 2 streams, I know that they're going to want to watch this, so this is going to cross-reference well. The people that watch this, I know, are going to want to watch my Stardew streams, so that's going to cross-reference well. And I know the people that watch my Stardew streams are going to watch this, or the people that watch my Helldivers streams are going to watch this, or the people that watch my Gacha streams are going to watch this. The people that watch Helldivers might want to watch Stardew, they might not. It's all about having different things that all link together.
Yep.
Keeping your times, you know, fairly consistent. These are all obviously consistent. This one's the outlier, but that's because it's a chill game at night. You know, they're winding down after work. They want to watch something chill, as opposed to watch somebody scream for 20 minutes. Closing statement. So make sure you're streaming consistently. Make sure you're streaming those categories, whatever categories you choose. These are the ones I choose because obviously I'm a VTuber. People are going to want to watch, you know, like, they watch me either because they like my crack-ass personality or they want to watch, you know, something anime-related or whatever, what have you. So Gacha is going to be big for that. If you want to be an IRL streamer or something like that, like a competitive, you know, style and branding is an entirely other thing as well, because that's something to take into account. That's it. If I was talking about that, we'd be going for another 3 hours.
Yeah, that's also not usually something beginners really need to worry about when they're just starting. Is like stuff like that.
Something that you really.
That's something you figure out.
You're wrong.
You go.
You're wrong. It's something you really, really need to worry about. I say you're wrong so confidently because if you're not, like, if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what you want to do, what kind of streamer you want to be, what kind of content you want to make, that's going to hurt you a lot in the long run.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot worse than having, you know, you're a specific type of person, your stream persona is a specific type of thing, and you play up your personality or whatever a certain amount, and then, did my mic stop? No, so you do all those things, you know, make sure you're consistent, make sure that's not going to matter if you go all over the place. Like, you'll be able to do a little bit, but if somebody watches one day and then you don't stream that game ever again, people are going to be like, oh,
you're not consistent. Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to watch this fucking guy. So you have to know what your branding is, you have to enjoy what you do, you have to enjoy what you're going to play, and you have to make sure that everything kind of relates to each other, or that it's something that you know people that watch your streams are going to want to watch.
Yep.
So, like I said, my Helldivers 2, some of them are going to be, you know, in the Gacha crew. Gacha crew, some of them are going to be Stardew. Some of my Stardew is going to be Gacha. Some of my Stardew could be Helldivers, and vice versa. Some of my Stardew are going to want to watch others. Some of my other Sandbox are going to want to watch Stardew because it's a Sandbox game. It's fun. Other Sandbox games, some of them are going to want to watch Gacha. Some of them are going to want to watch Sandbox. And, you know, Helldivers, same thing. So you have to make sure that it's something that you would want to watch consistently.
Yep.
And you want to make sure your content is fun and that you can have something that you want to watch consistently and continuously. Now, another big thing that I'm sure you've realized this and you've run into this, this is just kind of a quality of life thing. Tips. Become a good yapper. If you can bounce from one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing, like I'm talking to Ben here and we're talking about different things, and then we can run to an entirely different subject, and then I can go from, oh, this subject, oh, hey, I'm doing this for this subject.
Yep.
Be able to do that. Like, I'm just gonna kind of make an example out of you. Is that chill?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So, what all did you do today? You go anywhere? Did you do anything fun? See anything
Today?
Cool?
No, I just went to a interpersonal communication class today at 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. And then you came here and got ready to record after I made some breakfast. So,
What'd you eat for breakfast?
oh, I made some biscuits and gravy. So, yeah.
Biscuits and gravy, they aren't bad. I usually, for breakfast, I'm usually going for, like, cereal, or I'm going for, like, pancakes or something. You can put a little bit of peanut butter in the pancakes, you eat it with some syrup, that's really good. Syrup
Yeah.
also goes great with waffles, in case you didn't know. You can use pancake batter to make waffle batter. It's kind of the
I'm
same
pretty
thing.
sure it's the
Not
same.
really, right?
Yeah, I thought it was the same thing.
As
Pancake
did
batter
I,
and
but I
waffle
mean,
batter.
we also think a lot of shit. Like, fucking people think a lot of shit. People think guns are stupid. But here we are. You're talking to me about guns and shit. I have,
Yeah, I know. I know. I can see what point you're
whatever.
making. You can just
Yeah,
just
you
being
can
able to
jump between
yap
things.
and continue conversation is definitely important in any type of content creation.
Even
And
not, really like, if, and that's specifically if you have like two people in your chat, then you're going to want to be good at yapping, because you talk to them and you talk to your chat, and then they talk back to you, you communicate, whatever. When you're starting streaming, have friends that can watch you. Schedule around when your friends can watch. Because if you don't do that, and you fail to do that, you will have nobody in chat. It's going to be a barren wasteland. Somebody's going to come into you being completely silent, staring at your computer screen, playing your game. That's not entertaining to anybody. We want commentary. We want, fucking... We want to have fun. We want commentary. We want people to be joking around, talking to one another, and that's how you grow a good community.
yep.
It starts with being able to yap and being able to gab.
Yeah, it's definitely very important for streaming. For videos, here I'll start talking about videos now. Um, the main thing with like starting to make content in general is I would say do a decent amount of research to figure out like what you want to do and like what you're going to use
Yes.
to record and so forth and edit if you do want to edit because usually videos are edited unlike live streams.
Yeah,
And
usually your VODs are different than your videos. Your videos are different than your streams. All of that one shit.
yeah, and for videos, I would say like don't think you need the top tier equipment to start making videos. Like if you have like not even like a PC, but just like a phone or just like I don't know a laptop, you can make videos. If this is something you want to do, don't tell yourself you can't do it because your equipment is just not good enough. I mean, it makes sense if you actually literally have nothing, but if you have something and it's something you want to do, just start. Even if it's not the
Yeah.
best quality, it'll give you experience that's very important with making content because the more you do it, the more you'll learn and the more tricks you'll learn and tips you'll learn. And yeah, that's something I had to learn and especially with making a podcast, I can tell you, I've gone through many different softwares before I landed on this one, Riverside. It's a fantastic software if anyone out there wants to start podcasting.
It's
And
alright. I mean,
it's just like for beginners especially
it's not bad.
it's just really easy to you can mark clips on here. You can, I mean, obviously you and I are on here with webcams on.
Yeah.
It's very beginner friendly, I'll say, compared to
It's
like
it's a
other
good.
things.
Sorry, I had to
uh,
yawn. God, I don't know why I'm yawning. I only woke up at fucking 8. I probably should. Well, I was gonna get back into this a little bit and kind of finish off what I was saying, closing statements.
okay, well, like just to continue about like videos, like yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
a major thing to
I'll
like
pull it back up.
get more viewers is making clips. So when you make a video, make sure to clip the video, especially if you're doing this on YouTube. Clip it on YouTube Shorts, clip it on TikTok, clip it
Hang
on
on.
anything you have. If you want to put a clip on Twitter, do that. Put a clip on Facebook. The more the merrier, because there's going to be more eyes on your content. And like with streaming, consistency is very important. If you go on I don't know, like a month hiatus without a video and then you just randomly launch a video, the algorithm is not going to recommend you.
Yep.
And you want to like keep it somewhat consistent with what kind of content you're making, obviously, and when you're making content.
I have a tip for videos.
All
Is
right,
that
go
cool if I
ahead.
share it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Schedule your uploads. Do not just upload it like, oh, I forgot to upload today. Shit, well, guess I'm fucked. Don't do that. schedule your uploads. So when you need to make an upload or something like that, you can go into your YouTube studio, your creator studio, and you can like upload a video. It uploads to the YouTube platform, and then you click schedule upload. If you schedule it, it will upload from your computer to YouTube itself, but it won't put the video out. It won't publish it until, like, it'll do all of its precondition checks, all your publishing checks, but it won't actually finalize the publish until it's that time. And that's how a lot of people get, like the big content creators and shit, like, you know, fucking Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, all of them.
Yeah, they schedule all their videos.
That's how they get it, is they pre-schedule it. They record them all within, like, 2 days.
Yep.
And then they just schedule the upload. And that's how you get a lot of free time. You have, like...
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You have, like, however many days per week you work. Most of that work is going to be editing.
Yeah.
Most of that work is going to be fucking editing. Editing takes hours.
Yeah, editing takes much longer than recording the video itself, and that is probably the hardest part of making videos, is just how time-consuming editing is. It's not even really that difficult. It just takes a lot of time.
Have you teach me how to edit?
I could. It's really not too hard. And another thing I wanted to touch on.
Basic editing, though. I'm talking like full on.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to teach you that. I just do just normal cuts. I don't do anything crazy. But talking about like how to grow along with clips is making connections, for sure. Like how me and Whiskey are making connections. You know, like on this podcast, I try to get people on, you know, like who are in this space, such as Whiskey. Hopefully more people eventually who are in the YouTube streaming space would like to come on the podcast, because that's how you grow, is by association.
More people that are in the VTuber space, because if they see that a lot of podcasts are not VTuber friendly.
Oh, are they not? I did not know that.
A lot of them aren't. Yeah, because a lot of them are like, oh, anime person, freak, ha ha ha. No, fuck you.
This is a very considerate podcast. We like hearing everything. If any VTubers want to be on besides Whiskey, I wouldn't mind having more VTubers on.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, you make it known that you're friendly to that thing. And because I'm on here, they already know that, I mean, sure, I've been your buddy for a while. We've been, like, IRL friends for fucking years. But I'm not showing my face on this. You're cool with me having the avatar. You're cool with me, like, being kind of somewhat in character or whatever the fuck. It's not even in character. I'm just me. But
I'm cool when people don't have their camera on if they're not even comfortable showing their face. So I don't mind.
Yeah, you're a very versatile and very considerate person for what you do.
Yep.
And that's important.
I try to be. That's very important, yeah. Especially for podcasting. If you guys want to hear more about podcasting, I could get into that too. But the main thing is just be okay with making mistakes. Because inevitably, when you're starting anything new, you're going to make mistakes. The important part is not giving up when you make a mistake. It's learning from the mistake and continuing forward. Like my real world
scuff.
Yeah, embrace the scuff. My real world example is what I was talking about earlier. Like my mic wasn't working when I was streaming, and I ended up figuring out a solution. Even though it's apparently not the best solution, it still worked. So I did learn from my mistake, and I figured out how to have audio from my mic on streaming.
We will discuss that later, and I will help you set that up, because that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's another good thing. When you make friends who are also in the space and they're more experienced, they can help you with things. Like he's the one who actually taught me how to use OBS to begin with, because I had no idea how to use OBS.
I pretty much set his OBS up with him.
Yeah.
Like we were on call. We spent like 2 hours on it.
Yeah, it took a while. It took a hot minute
getting that shit up. But we got it set up. We got him set up with stream elements. We got all of that stuff done. And those are very handy tools. Also, don't be afraid to look up problems.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
If you have a problem, even if you have a problem and it says Reddit is one of the only options you have, Reddit's very fucking helpful with this shit. Like, if you have an OBS issue, like r/Twitch, r/OBS Studio, you know, r/YouTube, whatever, that will help you with whatever you're doing.
For sure, yeah.
And that's definitely an important thing to do, because, you know, not having that, it's not going to come out nearly as well as if you did have it. So, look it up. these are real people that have had the same problems and have fixed those problems and are sharing the solutions. So do that. Look it up. Ask your friends.
Yeah.
You know,
And if you
even if you don't think they're, you know, tech savvy or whatever, ask your friends. You never know. One of them might be a fucking streamer. Like,
yeah, and if
most
they
of my
don't
friends
know,
didn't know that I was a streamer until fucking who told everybody, by the way.
I think it was Spencer. Spencer's the one who
Oh.
ended up telling me that you were a VTuber and stuff. I didn't know that before that.
He told somebody because I told Caden's ex. I don't know if I can say her name,
Uh,
but
I don't remember what we've called her something before. I don't know. What do you want to refer to her as?
yeah, we did. I just forget what we called. Yeah. So, but I was
Just call her
discussing-
Caden's ex. It's fine.
Call it Caden's ex, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was discussing with Caden's ex. I was talking to her about it, and I was like, "Oh shit, you're a VTuber? Sure. I would like to become one. Do you have any tips?" And she was like, "Oh, actually, I haven't started yet, but." And apparently,
Dang.
recently she did actually start streaming recently. So apparently,
That's cool. You guys gonna do a little collab, a little VTuber collab.
Maybe at some point.
What'd she stream? Do you know? Like, what is she? What is
I'm
she
actually
doing?
looking it up right now. Hold on, I gotta go to her
Okay.
Twitter first so I can fucking see what her username is. Hold on, I gotta. That's funny as hell. I forgot because that was one thing. I was like, yeah, don't change your fucking like VTuber name or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
And she does that a lot. But or did that a lot before she started. I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know what her fucking.
Okay, well that's fine. You can, if you want to go back to like talking about like Twitch stuff, you can. That was everything I had to say about making videos and such. Like tips on that.
Yeah.
For
I
sure,
just
beginners.
I gotta load up this thing here if it would fucking load if my Twitter.
If you want to switch
Yeah,
gears
so
too, I got some other stuff we can talk about. If you want to switch gears.
In a minute we'll switch gears because I still want to talk about that really funny thing.
Yeah, sure.
Because it was an issue that I had and I looked it up. That's another thing. Even if it's not for streaming, don't be afraid to look up issues. You're not less of a man because you're looking up a solution.
Yep, for sure, dude. Like, even if you don't have friends to help you with something, you know, if you look it up, you're always going to find someone who had that specific issue, typically. And it's usually on Reddit. So, Reddit has helped me a lot with very niche problems.
I think it was either
niche
Reddit
problems.
or I think it was Reddit that actually gave me the solution, or maybe it was just a forum, but okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought it was. Holy shit, she made her channel. Alright, we're looking it up.
Okay.
Follow. Click. What did you stream last? Art.
Art?
Okay.
Like, wait, what's that? Like, you just making art? Like, drawing?
Yep. Literally just drawing. That's
Okay.
actually kind of cool. Videos. Oh, working on her model art. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. So I don't view all. It looks like the only one that is like not unvotted is the one, but
Okay.
well, you know, whatever. It is what it is, right? But yeah. So that's that. That's. I didn't know that she actually started streaming. That's fucking sick as shit, dude. What?
I didn't
Okay.
either. That is cool that she's getting into that space. Maybe I'll have her on at some point too if she wants to be on the
Maybe.
podcast. I wouldn't be against it.
I think she's 3D as well right now. Or wait, is that 2D? Is that a? Yeah, that's a 2D. That's one of them like customizables. Yeah, you can
That's
also,
cool.
if you want to like start VTubing, you don't have to go 3D a shit ass model like I have. You can get a you can get a live 2D avatar. You can go on like Etsy or some shit and buy a customizable for like $20-$40.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Like I mean, it's really not. It's buying a shitload more art than it is with like a customized model, and you get to like make it yourself. Obviously, it won't have everything like that you want specifically, but you know, it's somewhat close. And
Yeah.
That's important, is having your assets and your stream assets and all that fun shit too. Now, so we can go back to what I was.
Yeah,
What
you
we were
can
talking
go
about
ahead and share that
before.
back on air if you want to keep talking about
Yeah.
it.
So, this is what my niche looks like. Again, this is what I do. This is my schedule. This is like what I stream. What I'm known for. I'm mostly known for Helldivers and God. I'm not gonna lie. So, because that's what I have streamed the most. Is I did a shitload of Wuthering Waves streams I used to, and
My
I've
niche
done a shitload
probably
of Helldivers.
my niche probably right now is just Marvel Rivals because literally every piece of content I've made has been like somewhat revolved about around that game. So I would say my
Yeah.
niche is Marvel Rivals right now.
Yours is gonna be more of like team games, like CS type game, because that's
Yeah.
like a CS type game.
I'm trying to get more into just like videos that aren't always about gaming, but like just talking about drama type things too. Like I want to get into that too, which I have made a video about it, but
I used to want to, but
that's something I'm gonna dive into more. Is some just talking about certain subjects for a video.
yeah, I used to want to, but it didn't work out. So
Gaming videos is much easier, in my opinion, than having to just to talk about something.
yeah,
But
because I mean, you can come up with your own things. You can go from topic to topic while gaming. You know, do whatever.
yeah.
That's not too difficult to do. It's still not the easiest thing, but
Oh yeah,
it's not like
none of it is
insanely
easy. It's just
hard.
something you pick up on the more you do
Yeah.
it. So
So that was kind of my thing: is make sure everything that you do, somebody from one category is going to want to watch one or more other categories, because everything here is linked. All of these are linked. If you couldn't see,
I could tell. I think
like
Helldivers
one.
2 is probably the outlier. Everything else is pretty similar.
Well, Stardew is a sandbox game, but it's a chill sandbox game. It's not like a boss fight.
Yeah,
Grind your
Helldivers
shit
is
boss
like
fight.
high octane, bro. Everything else is like, I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
much about gacha games, but I don't know if it's
they
like high
can be pretty
octane.
fucking high octane, dude.
Okay, that's cool.
Arknight's Enfield. Let me look up some info about it because I haven't. I'm gonna stop the stream. But yes, that was my closing statement on that. Is make sure your niche, and this goes for videos too. This is just being a creator. Make
Okay.
sure your niche can cover things that people are gonna want to watch. The one that I got that advice from was from a VTuber that does shit. What has she done recently? She goes live almost every day. I just keep forgetting to fucking check in.
Well, if that was like your closing statement, we could talk about something else here.
I just
Yeah.
very, I just very quickly want to take a look and see
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
videos. Oh my god, what the fuck? That is weird ass fucking channel intro. Okay, starts off immediately with how I'm mentioned stripping.
No. No, I've
So
not heard you
videos
mention
here.
that.
Videos. Uh, Path of Exile 2, Just Chatting, Where Winds Meet, Code Vein. So it's all a lot of different things that have similar target audiences. You just want your niche to have similar target audiences is pretty much what you want to do with that. But
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well,
so now that we're done talking
yeah,
about
we
that,
talked a lot about we talked a lot about different like things on how to stream and make videos. So I think now we'll talk about ourselves a little bit more and talk about.
yeah,
I think since I haven't made a podcast since even New Year's, we can talk about our New Year's resolutions, and I can start
yeah,
by saying my New Year's resolution is this year I just want to be more consistent with making content. As we touched on earlier, it's very important, and I want to get 100 like congruent listeners, like an average of 100 listeners per episode of podcasts, and I'm aiming for like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube is my current goal.
okay,
And to meet this goal, obviously, to have a goal, you have to have a plan. My plan is, two episodes, or not two episodes, two uploads per week for YouTube, 1 to 2 uploads a week per YouTube, and an episode. I'd say an episode of the podcast, like probably bi-weekly, is what I would be looking at. Is
I'd say
bi-weekly.
one. if you want to like grind out growth, I would say once a week because that's when most
Weekly?
podcasts usually upload. Yeah, once a
Yeah,
week.
I could aim for weekly. I could aim for weekly. So either weekly or bi-weekly, and that's kind of my plan for right now for the podcast is just keep it consistent, and maybe I'll start uploading them all on the same day. Like maybe I'll upload the podcast on Fridays or something, because that's usually
Yeah,
when I think people would
that's
listen to
usually a really
podcasts.
really good way to do it. Fridays around.
I know a lot of people like listening to podcasts while they're at work. I mean, that's what I did
Yeah.
when I was
So
at
like
work. I
2
liked
2
listening to
p.m.
podcasts.
ish.
Yeah,
Friday
so
2 p.m.
Fridays at
1
2
to 2
p.m.
p.m.
Yeah, that's when I'll start uploading these, and that's my New Year's resolution. How about you, Whiskey? What's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is I would like to be fully self-sufficient by the end of this year.
Off of streaming? Like
Ideally,
fully streaming? I mean, yeah, that's the dream
fully
right there.
self-sufficient from commissions, streaming, whatever, so I don't have to have a day job because I fucking hate working under somebody else.
Yeah, dude, I hate that too. That's why I'm going into business as my major. I really want to
You're going
be my
into
own
business?
boss.
Shit, I'd work under you.
I would be a good boss, I'd say. I'm a pretty ethical
Yeah.
person. More ethical than most in corporations like that, so
Pretty chill and ethical, yeah.
yeah. And how do you plan on achieving that goal then?
How do I plan on achieving it?
Yeah.
Working on consistency, definitely. That's what I'm doing right now, is working on being more consistent, doing this every day with the things that I've learned, with adjusting my niche. Because before I used to do just pretty much everything. So I am adjusting my niche. I am working towards, being more consistent and getting consistently going live and all of that. I'm getting a day job. I know I just said I hate it, but I have to get it so I can keep my house, so I can keep streaming and keep internet so I can keep streaming.
Yeah.
With some of that money from my day job, find an editor so I can record,
That'd
videos.
that'd be really big if you could get an editor, I would say,
Yeah.
towards your growth.
So I can record videos, like record a batch a day. One of my free days, probably fucking like Tuesday, and then go from there. And just keep build a good foundation and go off of that. It's kind of my thing with that, because I'm trying to get my commissions more out there with my 3D printing. I'm trying to get my mobile mechanic work more out there, but it's the dead of fucking winter right now, so it's cold as shit outside.
Yeah, that would really
So,
suck having to work in
doing
that.
anything more than like a tune-up is a pain in the ass, and it's cold as shit, and I'm freezing my ass off. Yesterday, it took me probably 5 minutes to pull an ignition coil yesterday. And
Yeah.
It was like right there at the top of the engine. Like I didn't have to remove any. I had to remove a cover.
Oh,
One cover, I pulled it off, and then I undid 2 bolts, pull the ignition coil out. Usually that takes me like under a minute. It took me
Yeah.
5 minutes the other day because my hands were so fucking frozen.
holy shit, dude. Yeah, mobile mechanic in Michigan for the winter sounds horrendous, I ain't gonna lie. I think you would make
I
a
know.
pretty killer mobile mechanic, though. I've been seeing a lot of mobile mechanics on my, like, YouTube shorts when I watch YouTube shorts.
Well, hey, if you need one, you know who to call.
Yeah, I suppose. I know Spencer was having car problems a while ago, so he could have used you back then.
Yeah. Well, I offered it to him. You remember that? Are you talking when we were all together that one day?
No. When he was
No?
yapping about it in one of the
Oh.
Discord channels. You did offer it to him then, too, though. So.
Yeah, I offered it to him, but also I'm too fucking that was a $50 drive for me because I get 15 miles to the gallon, and I've got
Oh, no. Oh, wow.
So it takes me 10 gallons to get up there and then 10 gallons to get back. So it's like a $50-$60 drive for me.
Dude, that sounds horrendous, dude. That's terrible.
You're telling me.
All right, so
I just
I think we
threw up
should-
in my mouth and hot sauce.
I think we should talk about, like, I don't know, have you made any, like a large mistake you think you've made in the journey of content creation? Because I can think of one I've made right now. If you want to say yours, I can
Largest
say mine.
mistake.
Yeah, the largest
Ooh,
mistake that you've made
largest
in
mistake
content
or
creation.
largest learning moment?
I mean, you could, they're kind of similar. Largest mistake and largest learning moment are very, like, if you learn from your mistake. You can say both if you want. I mean, I can only think of one for
Well,
me.
yeah. So, my biggest mistake. Um. Ooh, that's a good because I haven't really made any like monumental mistakes or anything.
Well, just the largest that you had made, I guess, I suppose. If you want to think about it, I can go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about it.
My largest mistake would have to be probably thumbnails. Like, I was really bad at making thumbnails, and I just didn't look at like what other similar content would use for thumbnails to go off of, which is what I'm doing now when I'm making my thumbnails. And that was probably my biggest mistake, is I would get a lot of less clicks than I should because, this is another thing with videos actually. I didn't even talk about thumbnails. Thumbnails and titles, very important. And figuring out how to make a good title with a good thumbnail, which will make people want to click your video, that is very important for videos. And I was very bad at that. So that's probably
I'm
my
not good
biggest
for.
mistake is
I'm
I
not
would
really
just make
good at setting
bad.
titles, but yeah.
I'd make bad thumbnails. And I think that would be my biggest mistake that I can think of off the top of my head
My
regarding regarding this content
my
creation.
biggest mistake was probably consistency. The inconsistency that I used to have.
Yeah, and some of it you can't control though. Like when you lost internet, you couldn't really do anything about that because your
Well,
guy
yeah,
was moving out.
even before that, just I was not fair. I was not terribly consistent for the first 2 months, right up until I got affiliate. Like probably a week before I got affiliate. No, not even. Yeah, when I hit affiliate, it hit me, and I was like, oh shit. I'm actually monetized now. I should probably focus on doing this the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good
So,
one. Did you have
yeah, so
a learning moment as well? You wanted to say?
yes, never have a fully open like voice chat day when you're on stream.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I did Gardic phone with viewers, but I didn't vet them before I let them in. I didn't have any like form of anything on my Discord,
Oh no,
and
dude, they
so
drew some heinous shit, didn't they?
some guy joined my voice channel and just spammed an N-word soundboard hard R
Dude.
the entire like for like 5 minutes and then left and then clipped it from my stream. I took the stream down immediately. I disabled the VOD, took the VOD down, and then I took down the fucking clip immediately. But that it wasn't quick enough for Twitch to not pick up on it, and so Twitch picked up on it, and I got shadow banned for like a week.
Dude, that
So
sucks. That guy.
nobody was finding me.
Yeah, so vet
So
people you have before you have them on for a live event like that.
definitely, definitely, do
That's
not
that's a good
do
advice.
anything
Good
as
advice.
stupid as I did. Learn
Well,
from my mistakes.
hey, at least someone will not make that mistake now because you made it public.
Yeah, it was terrible, and I deeply regret that.
And now because we talked about like the worst mistake, how about we talk about our most proud achievement in regards to content creation?
Well, my most proud achievement, it's kind of a milestone, and I'm sure you already know it. Getting affiliate within 3 months.
Oh yeah, that's very impressive getting
That
affiliate.
that takes you have to have 40 followers, and you have to have 3 consistent concurrent viewers.
Yep. And
And
it's pretty difficult when you're just starting out, especially.
I got that. I got affiliate. People have actually like since I started again, like the other week. Like I said, like last week I restarted, but since I did that, I've actually had people resubscribe to my channel.
Oh, nice.
So I have a little bit of revenue.
Sweet, man. Yeah, and for me, I would say my biggest achievement, I haven't hit like any of the milestones for YouTube, like no play buttons. And I just literally started Twitch. My biggest achievement would probably be, I would say this one video I guess I made. It was me talking about the Kingsman drama. It's gotten around like 100 views, which is very good for a video because, videos are longer content than shorts and they're much harder for people to find. So I would say that as of now is my largest achievement within content creation. And hopefully as time goes on, I'll have more more to boast about,
Yeah.
So for sure, for sure.
Yeah. I also, in the past week, I've had 3.7 average viewers. The past 2 streams has been 5. 5 viewers.
That's that's actually very impressive.
I've got 2, 2 resubs, and I think 2 prime subs. I've made ad revenue. I've made, apparently... Oh, yeah, bits, too. I've had people donate bits.
Sweet.
Which was fucking awesome of them, honestly. But, yeah, so it's really all about what you do.
Yeah, for sure.
How you do it. And that's... I mean, that's really good. That's awesome. Last stream hit a record 19 unique viewers. I had 5 consistent if I go to my stream summary. Yeah, stream duration, I streamed for 5 hours. I got 5 average viewers, 9 max viewers, 19 overall unique viewers, 79 live views, and 12 unique chatters.
Awesome, dude.
So I had a lot of, apparently a lot of my other like older viewers and followers have like came back and just didn't chat. We love the lurkers, but Twitch doesn't count them as a lurker for some fucking reason.
That's weird.
But
and something I wanted to say is when you are just starting making content, don't expect to just like go viral or just become massive off the bat. Because with content creation, it's really a slow growth kind of deal, unless you get very lucky. Like, unless you get extremely lucky in in a certain situation, you are going to grow very slowly. And that's just as you make content more often, you'll learn the trends and what gets more clicks than other things. So that's just something you figure out as you go. But don't go in expecting to be super successful and make a ton of money off of videos or streaming off the bat. That's something that as you do it more often and as you follow the algorithm correctly, you will become more successful.
My biggest advice that I could probably have for streaming, don't go in because it's a big industry and because you can make money from it. Don't go in purely for that. Nobody should start you're not going to make it big if you start streaming, and you're not going to be like recognizable if you just go, oh, money, and then just, avoid everything else. Go into it because you enjoy it, because you want to do it. Don't do it for the money. I would like to make it my career at some point, but currently that's not what I'm doing it for. Right now, what I'm doing it for is to make a community where I can enjoy myself, everybody can enjoy themselves, everybody gets along, and, you don't have to pretend being something you're not. Like, everybody's chill with pretty much everything, just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna touch on as well, is you really have to be passionate about what you're doing, or else you are going to be discouraged and you're not going to be consistent. It's just the bottom line. And if you're not enjoying what you're doing, it's the same thing with a job. If you're not enjoying doing it, you're not going to be successful in it.
And don't say that you don't enjoy it just because you're not making a shitload of money from it.
Yeah, you can have fun. You can have fun without making money,
I enjoyed streaming so much, and then I stopped enjoying streaming. I would only play like 2 games, and that was it. And there was a massive issue there because I'd be like streaming and I'm like, oh, I'm playing this and I want to play this off stream, but I can't play it on stream because it wouldn't fit. And then it became a massive issue. So now I've adjusted to what I want to do.
Yep,
so now
that's what you got to do.
I've got my Helldivers, I've got my Gacha, I've got Stardew Valley, I've got whatever other sandbox games. It's all about do what you want to do. Find the niche that you want to build. Don't just... because your niche is going to be unique. So even between myself and other, people, other, like, streamers, other gun creators, shit like that, of course it's similar, but it's not the same. Like, I play Helldivers 2, I'm not going to play Arc Raiders, I don't have Tarkov, I don't have Pavlov, any of that stuff. So, do what you like to do and have fun doing it. Make streaming work for you. That's the best advice that I can give with, like, really with any job or anything, but don't think about it as a job. Don't think about it as a monetary accomplishment. Make it work for you. You're not working for it. Of course you are working for it, but make it work for you.
Yeah, for sure. And I was gonna
Because
say
if you don't,
like
you're gonna regret it.
I was gonna say like why are you passionate about what you do? And for me, what makes me really passionate and what made me really want to start podcasting, making content is I really like to entertain people, and I really like for podcasting in general. I like to voice my opinion on certain subjects, and as this video is, we're mostly giving advice for people who are getting into the sphere, and
And it fits
we're
because I just
helping.
came back.
Yeah, and also it's because you just came back. So we are providing useful information for people out there, and if not, we're providing entertainment, which is also very important. And I really love to make new connections with people. Meeting new people is awesome for podcasting. For like YouTube, I like to, you know, give. So far, it's been about games, but so entertainment on that front. And I just like to be myself, and if people like me for who I am, then that's awesome. You know, so
Be yourself.
that's
Be
what
yourself.
really inspires me is I really like voicing my opinions on things, and I like debating with people and hearing all these different perspectives, and I love entertaining. That's what I got to say. I love entertaining, and that's what this industry really is, if you think of it at the bottom line. And educating. I like educating people about stuff. All right, Whiskey, go ahead. What do you think inspires you in this industry?
Uh, I actually have. I so badly wanted you to ask that. So I first I started doing this, and I'm so passionate about it because I want to make a community where everybody feels comfortable being themselves, and I want to build a community where everybody can, help everybody or do whatever. Everybody can have fun. You make friends. I've made plenty of friends doing this. I've I've made a good amount of friends doing this and all of that fun shit. So I enjoy doing what I do, and I'm so passionate about it because I love doing this. I love building this community. I love seeing it grow, and I like making content. I like having fun, and honestly, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that because I get to do what I want to do. I get to share myself having fun, and I can, think about growth and stuff, and I don't want to grow for me. I don't want to build anything for me. Of course, I eventually want to make this my career, as I've stated, but what more than that, I want to make a space where everybody feels comfortable being themselves, fucking talking with like-minded people, all of that, because I think that's very important.
For sure. That's something I also do agree on. I would love to have a community who everyone feels welcome. No one feels discriminated against, and everyone can voice their opinion. And a huge thing is being okay with someone else disagreeing with you. Like agree to disagree. That's a very important thing. And just being able to understand and accept that someone else sees something differently than you, that's fine. There's no problem with someone not seeing things the same way as you.
Yeah, I actually have in my rules, as one of my bullet points, I have if you feel unsafe at any time, feel as though you have been gone after or targeted for anything, do not hesitate to come to me or any bartenders who are my moderators. I also have my first rule, establish positive relations with the community. Be friendly to one another. No blatant serious hate or discrimination. And like all of that fun stuff. It's all about making a community where everybody feels comfortable. So
Yeah, yeah. And that's another big thing with like content creation in general, having a space where your community can talk, like a Discord server, for example, which is something I've been working on. And having a Discord server is important because you can directly talk with your audience and you can post things that so they know about like your stream schedule, for example, and everything else. The same as X, you can post things on there as well about that, I suppose. But having that outlet where you can just communicate with your viewers, that's very important. So you can connect
Yeah.
with them on a more personal level, especially when you're smaller. When you're smaller, it's easy to talk to like all your viewers. When you're
Yeah.
a massive,
Holy shit.
I
Let me.
understand why you can't talk to everyone, but
I just noticed that I have like 27 people, including myself, in my Discord server, and that's genuinely fucking insane.
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and I think I'm friends or have talked to and like had good conversations with almost all of them. So it's nice, and that's one of the biggest and most like striking things that you'll look at and be like, holy shit, I'm actually building something, and I'm doing something that I can be proud of, as opposed to just, wasting my fucking days away sitting at my desk being a lazy ass. I can actually look at, like I just noticed that, and I feel good about that, and that is important.
Yeah,
Liking
for
what
sure.
you do, enjoying what you do, and feeling good about yourself are important things you should do when you're streaming.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything else
So,
you think we should, recommend to our listeners about the sphere? Anything else they should know about? Any more tips? Anything like that? Whiskey? That you can think of anyway. If not, we can talk about this other thing I can think of right now.
yeah. So, if you're looking at me, and I'm very different from most other VTubers out there. This is advice coming straight from me. Don't be, I'm not being fake about this because of what we talked about on the last episode, and I'm just kind of myself behind this model. I'm not putting on a face or anything. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Genuinely. If you're afraid to be yourself, you will never make it to anything. You will never be able to do anything. You just, it won't be as good at, like, don't
It's
be
not.
afraid to be yourself.
Yeah, you got to
You
be
won't enjoy it as
genuine.
much.
If you if you're not yourself, you're not going to be as happy with what you're doing because you're putting on a persona. It's like a
Yep.
mask. It's like a mask when someone pretends to be happy, but they're deep down inside, they're sad or depressed. So it's not going to help anyone unless you go and get help, or be genuine and be raw and just be yourself. Be emotional. It's okay to be emotional. You know.
It's okay to be emotional, yes. I was saying more so like when you're streaming and stuff, because being emotional on stream, that's also cool. The first time somebody donated to me, I almost cried. And then he donated more, and I almost had a fucking aneurysm. So I think I did. I did have a small one because
Dude, that'd be a good
I
clip.
don't.
That'd be a good thing for you to clip, honestly.
No,
Just to put it out there.
it was after stream. I
Oh,
was
was it?
talking with one of my other buddies, and I
I
was
gotcha.
discussing it with him, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit! Holy shit!" No, no, it was on stream. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
on stream.
that'd be a good thing
I
to
was
clip, I feel like.
I was like, "Holy fucking shit! No, you didn't." And I like my brain stopped working for a minute, and I don't remember the next 10 minutes. I just remember right before I don't remember. Like right when my brain stopped working for a minute, I felt kind of warm trickle down the back of my neck, and then I don't remember the next 10-15 minutes after that, so I think I had a small fucking aneurysm. But it genuinely, that's another like really big thing that I'm honestly really happy about, is people find my content entertaining enough to want to give me money to support me. It's not even just giving me money, it's just they want to support me. They want to help me out. They want to, be a part of my life. They think I'm entertaining enough, they think my content is entertaining enough that they want to be a part of my life. That's another reason I'm so fucking passionate about what I do. I want to entertain people. I want to be that, like, stream at the end of somebody's day where maybe they've had a really bad day or something.
Yeah.
They can see me being a complete dumbass on stream, and it makes their entire day better. And I want to be that person. I want to be that for somebody out there.
Yeah, that's a very good way to think about it. To be like the light there for someone when they're having a bad day and they just want to just chill out for a bit. I do agree. Yeah. Anyways, so is there any new skills you've been learning recently? Anything you've been trying to teach yourself or anything?
This goes into the thing I was laughing about earlier that I told you I wanted to talk about. So, after going back to the 3D printing, after I found this filament in my basement, I printed this tool. I printed this with no rafts, no supports, like no brim, sorry, and no supports, and it came out like perfect. And then I started printing the thing for Spencer. It was supposed to be done by today. I started printing it last night.
Yep.
Print failed. Started printing it again. Print failed. And again, failed. Like 7 failed prints. I've got all of the fucking scraps sitting on my desk right now. And then I looked up the issue last night. And I found out that, funnily enough, we'll put the picture of what I'm talking about on screen here as well.
Yep.
Funnily enough, if you wash the print bed with soap and water, dish soap and fucking water,
Oh
it
my
helps
gosh.
with the adhesion. Because it cleans off everything that the rubbing alcohol doesn't. Because usually I just wash it with rubbing alcohol.
Yep.
And washing it with soap and water helps with everything else. Helps with adhesion, it washes everything else off, it washes all the oils off. So, I didn't know that. I looked it up, it said to do that, and apparently that's official from Bamboo Labs, their website, is just wash it with hot water and fucking dish soap.
That's not something I would expect, but that's pretty cool. So you tried it then, and did it work?
I tried it and it worked. The only issue is my bed wasn't heated enough. It was only at 55 degrees Celsius as opposed to 60. So
Yeah.
the print was warping and peeling off the bed.
Oh dang, dude.
So it failed a few times again. And the second time it failed, I was watching it as it happened. And I saw the corner peeling up off the bed and I went, okay, it's going to fail because of that. And then the nozzle hit it and it went, phew, just went flying off the fucking print bed.
Yeah.
And so that was why it did it, is because the bed temperature wasn't hot enough, and the actual, I mean it was because bed temperature wasn't hot enough. It wasn't adhering right, and I was trying to figure out why it wasn't adhering right, and I figured it out. And it was because there was oil from my skin on the build plate, because I would touch the skin, and your skin has like natural oils.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So I would like touch the build plate to remove my parts. And I would clean it with rubbing alcohol, and rubbing alcohol doesn't completely clean that.
Okay.
So I discovered that, and we've gone from there. So let me find you here, and I'll just send it after. No, because I want you to be able to look at it and see this really, really fucking cool thing.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Send me it. I think after this we can probably close up. We're getting around 2 hours anyway. I think we definitely gave a lot of good advice about content creation, and hopefully a lot of people learned some new stuff about it. Anything you want to say before we start closing up here?
I guess so. Yeah. Let me.
Well, how about you plug yourself real quick? Say all your socials. and
Yo, come check me out. Come check me out at twitch.tv/WhiskeyCalliko and youtube.com/channel/WhiskeyCalliko, or whatever the fuck it is. And x.com/WhiskeyCalliko. All of that fun shit. Don't forget to fucking like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell for the Hooligans podcast so you can be notified every time a new episode comes out.
Yeah.
And hey, if anybody wants anything 3D printed, let me know, and we'll look it up. We'll see what all we can do.
For sure.
And
Yeah.
go from there. But
Yep.
if you want anything 3D printed, Ben, if you want like a new boom arm or something for your mic, or a holder for it for your desk, I can print those too.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe, but.
So.
Like, everything you said is going to be in the description, so don't worry about typing it in. It'll all be in the description on Spotify and on YouTube, so you guys can find all those socials. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. We always love having WhiskeyCalliko on. He's a great person. We know him in real life. He is really a great person, so very interesting stuff to talk about. Hopefully you found this episode very informational, maybe a little comedy in there. Hopefully you laughed a little bit, and
A little funny, a little entertaining.
yeah, So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. See you next week. I will have another episode for next week. So peace out,
Oh yeah.
guys. Thank you for listening to the Hooligans Podcast.
If you enjoyed the podcast, please consider giving us a 5-star rating.
Leave a comment so we can hear your thoughts.
If you'd like to help the podcast, spread the word, recommend us to your friends.
Gooner Gang.
Stand up.